Hello and welcome to a very special comic relief edition of Only Connect. And what better recipe for comedy than two teams of celebrities answering questions originally intended for clever people. I'm joking, on this show we don't get the usual mindless celebrities. You probably won't have heard of any of them. I'm joking, as always on our charity shows, we've got a lineup of Britain's best and brightest writers, thinkers and broadcasters to play the quiz. And they are, on my right, BBC News correspondent with an Oxford degree in English and French, Rita Chakrabarti, award-winning historian and classical translator, Tom Holland, and their captain, comedian, playwright, director, actor, screenwriter and reformed puppeteer, Patrick Marber. Tom's just taken up surfing, Rita's a keen swimmer, Patrick had a shower this morning, they are the Waterbabies. Patrick, you were the victorious captain on our Children in Need show. You confident about a new attempt?
I'm not. No.
What do you think was the secret of your success last time?
Excellent teamies, which is not to say these two aren't excellent too, but I feel that lightning can't strike twice.
Tom, you've translated Herodotus. How are you on the Spice Girls?
The Spice Girls? Well, ancient history, so fingers crossed.
Are you a keen quizzer, Rita, or is this a first-time experiment?
This is a first time for me, but, you know, I come to you unscarred by any previous failure, so that can only be good.
That's the spirit. You are facing tonight, on my left, Radio 3 presenter, host of The Proms and Cambridge graduate in economics, Katie Durham. Actor, writer and star of The League of Gentlemen, Steve Pemberton. And their captain, winner of the Royal Society Michael Faraday Prize for his contribution to the public understanding of science, biologist Steve Jones. Steve Pemberton adapted and starred in E.F. Benson's Map and Lucia, set in Tilling. Katie lives in E.F. Benson's old house. Steve Jones is the captain steering them. They are the Tillers. Professor Steve, you're also a captain on the Children in Need show. Is there anything you do differently this time?
I think I would press the button rather more quickly than I did on that show.
Katie, in our normal series, everyone always dreads the music question. Presumably you're looking forward to it.
I enjoy listening to it very much, Victoria. I don't know if it means I'll know anything at all, but, you know, I'll tap along.
Now, Steve, your fellow member of the League, Mark Gatiss, came on this show and was brilliant. How does your knowledge of trivia compare to his?
I don't know. I think Mark actually won when he was on with his team, so I think we're quite evenly matched. But pride comes before a fall, so I will defer to Mark for now, and we'll see how I get on.
Our brilliant quizzes have come along tonight in the hope of inspiring you to give something, if you can, to Comic Relief, the charity working with some of the most vulnerable people in the UK and Africa. If you'd like to make a donation, please phone 03457 910 910 or go to the website bbc.co.uk/Red Nose Day. Standard landline and mobile charges apply. But we are going to play the quiz, starting with you, Waterbabies. You won the toss, so will you please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph?
We'd like water, please.
Water. In round one, I simply want to know what is the hidden connection between four apparently random clues. Shout next when you want another clue. Here's the first.
Next. Next.
Can't have wine. Come on. Drink. Cocktail. Is it cocktail? Do you know that? Kind of drink.
Absence of truth, absence of malice,
Spanish truth, Spanish malice.
Tune into what we were saying in cheek.
I think we need another one. I think we're going to start here.
Next.
1 second. Do you have an answer?
None that we feel like giving at just point in time.
OK, then, Tillers, you have the chance of a bonus point.
If you take the first letter off, you've got women's names.
That's what it is. Well spotted. Ruth, Alice, Ava and Rose are the women's names hidden in those apparently random words. Well done, Tillers. You get a bonus point. Please choose your own question.
Eye of Horus.
The Eye of Horus. These are going to be picture clues. Something connects them. What is it? Here's the first.
Two
Yes, okay, two canes. Yeah.
Two canes. Okay. Next.
Yes, White Horse, Vale of whatever it's called.
Fusey.
Teachers, white horse. Oh, is it? And this is whiskey. Is there a
Oh,
white
yes,
horse
yes.
whiskey? Teachers whiskey.
There is.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, yep.
They're names of whiskies.
That's brilliant. Coming in after 2 clues, you get 3 points. Teachers, White Horse, you didn't need to see bells, and who's that on the end?
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker. All adds up to a delicious breakfast for me. They are whiskies. Well gambled, Tillers. Waterbabies, it's your turn for a choice.
2 reeds, please.
2 reeds. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next. Next.
Are these spoonerisms or something? No, they aren't. But it was something like that, wasn't it? Spread chain letters. Is it not Guinness Book of Records? Nothing like that?
No, but they wouldn't be claims at all. Next. There must be. We would like to believe that these are all things that are ineligible for the Guinness Book of Records.
Well done. These are things which may not be submitted for the Guinness Book of World Records. That is, claims of elbow licking, people that say they can lick their elbows. You can't go in for that. Sending the most chain letters, having the heaviest pets, or eating the largest amounts of food. Well done for the point. Tillers, your turn to choose.
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. It's the music question. You'll be hearing these clues. Shout next when you want another one. What do these point to? Here's the first.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Next.
Fandango, 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 fandango.
Next.
Of Galileo, king of Galileo, king of Galileo, king of...
I think these are things in Bohemian Rhapsody, in the lyrics of Bohemian Rhapsody. Mamma
Coming
mia,
in
mamma
early
mia.
again. This time you get 2 points. What did we hear?
Mamma Mia by ABBA. Fandango.
That's from Procol Harum's Whiter Shade of Pale.
OK. And what was the last one?
Galileo from the Indigo Girls. You didn't need the last one. It would have been Figaro from Rossini's Barber of Seville, but you didn't need it. They are all lyrics from Bohemian Rhapsody, selected from other songs. Very well found. Waterbabies, you've got some tough opponents, it seems. Which question would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Okay, place for weddings. For weddings.
Next.
Queen Elizabeth II. Called after... Yeah, I think so. They're called after the Queen.
Very well done. These have been named in honour of Queen Elizabeth II. In 2013, they called the capsule of the London Eye after the Queen, a part of British Antarctica, and you didn't need to see Big Ben's Clock Tower, renamed in 2012, and the Olympic Park, all named after the Queen. The battle's on, and there's one question left. That's for you, Tillers, the lion question. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next.
OK.
Preston.
He
Could
is...
it be referring to people who've walked off things? Because Preston walked off the Buzzcocks, didn't he?
What does Tracy Emin walk off?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was
It
going to
sounds like she would walk
Next.
off to them. Yeah, he walked off.
They're people who've walked off different kinds of event.
Interviews. Or shows.
You're too good, Mr Pemberton. These are people who've walked off TV shows. Can you tell me about any of the particular clues? You didn't need to see the Bee Gees at the end.
Preston was Buzzcocks, and I think it was Simon Amstell made some fruity remarks about him.
He read from his wife's autobiography.
That's right.
And Preston didn't like it.
And John Knott famously tore his mic off and stormed out on Robin Day.
On the Falcons thing.
That's right. Tracy Emin walked away from a Channel 4 Turner
That's
Prize
right.
That's right, it was a
discussion.
Turner Prize, wasn't it? Yeah.
And the Bee Gees, what was that?
That was a Clive Anderson interview where I can't remember the phrase he used, but they took umbrage to it.
And they left. Very well done. At the end of round 1, the Waterbabies have 4 points, the Tillers have 8. Before we move on to round 2, a little reminder of why we're here. Money you donate today will help vulnerable people like these, both in the UK and in Africa, changing lives for the better. If you'd like to make a donation to Comic Relief, then the number to ring is 03457 910 910, or you can make a donation at the website bbc.co.uk/Red Nose Day. But we're going to make a contribution to knowledge by pressing on with more quiz questions. It's round 2, the sequences round. This time, teams, you have to spot the connection between the clues, but also the sequence, because I want to know what would come fourth. Waterbabies, please choose a question.
Water.
The water question. OK, what do you think would come fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Oh, Lordy, okay. YMCA. No.
Next. OK, so they're capitalised.
It's exactly
It's the same.
It's exactly the same.
Is it exactly the same? Yes, it is. Next.
It's exactly the same.
I think we should go for it. I think we should.
Yeah, just go for the obvious.
I'm going to warn you that the same answer again would not be an acceptable sequence. So, what's your answer?
Yes, we yes. Tom. Rita.
No, you don't know it. There's a bonus chance for the Tillers.
Shall we sing it?
AAHNY.
AAHNY is the
Happy
right
New Year.
answer. And why is that?
And a Happy New Year.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Well done, Tillers. You get a bonus point and you get your own question.
2 reads.
2 reads. What will be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
OK, push that along. OK, First Lady.
Next.
OK, so that would be...
Omaha Beach.
Omaha Beach. OK, well, let's have a look.
Should we try next?
Which will be the fourth? Let's try and work it out before we've got 20 seconds.
No.
Would it be just a different version of the word, but
Should we get the
spelled
next?
it? Yeah, let's do that.
Next. Lives. Themes.
3 seconds.
Are they landing beaches in the Second World War?
I need to know what would come fourth in a sequence. No, you don't know. So there's a bonus chance for you now, Waterbabies.
Fourth Estate.
I'll take it. I don't need to hear fourth, but I think you've got it. The press, which would be the fourth estate. We're looking at the First Lady, the Second World War, the Third Man, and I wanted to hear something that's the fourth something, like the fourth estate or the press. Well done for the bonus point.
Thank you, Victoria.
And what question would you like for yourselves?
Is it us?
Yes, it is.
I'm so sorry. We were too busy celebrating. Twisted Flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Okay.
Next.
Likeliest way of getting out.
Is it? No, it's the least like.
Least like.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
but
well,
what's
let's
the
have a third. Let's have a
sequence?
third.
Next.
That's court.
Court.
The most common cricket dismissals in order of popularity, and the most common would be court. Am I right in thinking, Tom, that you had a rather remarkable cricketing triumph a couple of years ago?
I did. I hit my first ever 6. And I've been playing for 25 years, never hit a 6, and I did it 2 years ago.
Many congratulations. Do you hope to do that again, or was once enough?
I think once is enough. It would spoil the sort of the exceptionalism of it.
Well, many congratulations
Thank you
on the
very
6
much.
and the points. I can only give you 2, but very well done. And back to you, Tillers, for a choice.
Eye of Horus.
The Eye of Horus. What would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
OK, so fourth would be Justin Bieber.
Next.
Fans. OK, mental fans maybe. The Cora will be forever away. Yes, the hashtags. Hashtags.
What's number 1?
Would it be the current one? Girls Come Home? They bring the girls home? No.
Do you want the
Or would
next?
it be OK? Next, maybe.
Next.
4 years. So would it be? God, what would be the most social, the most retweeted hashtag? Oh, it's the Oscars thing. It's the, yeah. It's the yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oscar's selfie.
Captioned best photo ever, the fourth in the sequence, which would be the first. is the Oscars selfie. They're the most commonly retweeted things, and the reason why the fourth is first is that best photo ever with that Oscars selfie is the most retweeted tweet of all time. Waterbabies, your last choice of the round.
Lion, please.
Lion. What would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Okay, so yes, he was at a butler. It was St Helens.
Next.
Tim Collins. Oh, he stood down, yes.
Or did he jump? They swapped sides.
Well, Sean Woodward didn't swap next one.
Are you sure you can't get it now?
They didn't
What, is it in order? Are they people
Okay.
switch sides?
Yes, so Sean
In
Woodward
order.
went from Tory
Okay,
to
next.
Labour.
Next.
No, he didn't swap sides.
3 seconds. I think you don't know it, so I'm going to throw it over.
Is it that obvious?
People that Jeremy Paxman asked difficult questions to.
But I need to know what comes fourth in a sequence.
Of course you do.
That's not the connection anyway, so I'm going to throw it over to the Tillers for a possible bonus point.
Would it be the junior Treasury Minister Chloe Smith, is that right?
I mean, I think it's a brilliant guess from both of you as a possible sequence, but no.
Oh.
The answer would be Prime Minister Gordon Brown. Sean Woodward used to be the constituency MP for Witney in Oxfordshire. He was the predecessor of David Cameron. David Cameron's next job was Shadow Education. Tim Collins came before him. Leader of the opposition, Mr Cameron's predecessor was Michael Howard, so we want to know who was the predecessor of David Cameron in his job after Leader of the Opposition, and that would be the Prime Minister, Gordon Brown.
I prefer our answer.
Can I say this one, please? I've always wanted to say one of the titles on Only Connect.
In that case, Tillers, which question would you like?
I think we'll go for Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper is
Thank
all
you.
yours. These are going to be picture clues. What would you expect to come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Great writer.
Next. Unison.
Okay, so it's great strikes, great labour activists.
Next.
Hasidic Jews.
Reading.
People who have been... People holding their voices to be heard.
3 seconds. It's one of those things, if you don't spot it, then you don't spot it. Waterbabies, you got the chance of a bonus point.
Which I think we're going to squander.
I think we are.
Well, now, I don't think you've spotted it either, although I expect you're all going to know this. I won't show you the last in the sequence yet, but I'll tell you you're looking at socialists, trade unionists and Jews. It is the poem attributed to Pastor Martin Niemöller. First they came for the socialists, then they came for the trade unionists, then they came for the Jews, and then they came for me. And our question editor, Mr Connor, has put himself, a cheery image of himself there. So, at the end of round 2, the Waterbabies have 7 points, the Tillers have 11. Time now for the connecting wall, where 4 connected groups of 4 are hidden in a blizzard of 16 clues, and the teams have to sort them out. Tillers, you'll be going first this time. Would you like lion or water?
Lion, I think.
Lion. You have 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
OK.
So...
A lot of names. Jordan, Duncan, Curry. No.
OK, we've got some rocks here.
Yes, OK, let's go. Crystal.
I'm not quite sure what else we've got there. Have we got any other... No, maybe not.
What about DJs? We've got Richard Bacon. Any other DJs? Turner?
No, what's it?
No,
That's his first name now, isn't it? Or any artists for Bacon?
So Turner.
John Evelyn,
John, no. What about ice skaters? Curry? Any other ice skaters? OK.
Crystal Maze. Time Team. I don't think curry's in that, is it?
No.
Dial, I think, no.
But there's no connection between them, is there, really? Curry was a Blue Peter presenter. There's only
So
other
was Peter
Turner,
Duncan. Yes.
and Bacon was
Yes.
as well.
Yeah. Okay. So, well done.
And these are watch things. Crystal, these are watch things.
Yeah.
And dial.
And dial. Okay, what about quartz? Okay, let's leave out face.
Yeah. Well done.
3 strikes and you're out now.
So we've got Evelyn, Ashley, Jordan are names. What's the connection? That's not... Time, face... we've got the magazines, Time and Face.
Skin's a magazine.
Is Breath a magazine?
Never heard of it. If it is. Evelyn War. No. Any. Jordan.
Oh, they're not football owners, are they? Ashley, Mike Ashley, Eddie Jordan owns...
I think Brett's a magazine.
You've solved the wall. So that's 4 points immediately for the groups, and there are points available for the connections. The first group, Duncan, Bacon, Curry, Turner.
Are we?
They're Blue Peter presenters.
Anthea Turner, Richard Bacon, Peter Duncan, Mark Curry, all Blue Peter presenters. Hand, crystal, dial, quartz.
Parts of a watch.
Parts of a watch or a clock. And the pink group, time, face, skin, breath.
Magazines.
Yes, all magazines. Yeah.
I'm afraid breath is not a magazine. And what sort of magazine is skin?
Well, I think we know that, don't we?
Steve reads it.
I do it every week.
It's something genetic.
So, time, face, skin and breath.
That is a word one. Things you can save. Save time, save face. You can save someone's skin, save your breath.
Okay.
Save. And the last group, Jordan, Noel, Ashley, Evelyn.
Oh, names that could be either boys or girls' names.
They are unisex names.
Brilliant.
Jordan, Noel, Ashley and Evelyn could be names for men or women. So, 4 points for the groups you found, 3 points for the connections. That is a total of 7. Time to bring in the Waterbabies and give them a new connecting wall. 16 fresh clues still need sorting out in the exact same way. Waterbabies, you'll be getting the water wall because the lion's been taken. You have 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Shuttlecock is a sport. Puck, shuttlecock, hammer.
Sprite.
Sprite, gin and fairy.
No, okay, so puck.
Puck, fairy, gin, imp. No.
Fairy. Try to add fairy.
Fairy, puck, gin, sprite. No.
This must be
We'll leave you with the fairies.
Peanut.
Shuttlecock, hammer.
Puck, gin,
See, I think shuttlecock, puck, hammer go together.
gin, imp, sprite, fairy. No, none of this is working.
Puck is bale.
No gin.
Shuttlecock. Puck would go with shuttlecock.
Right, there we go.
Oh, it's a puck, didn't it? So
Okay.
shuttlecock, bale, hammer, and what's another thing you throw in some kind of sporty thing?
This?
Do you throw a bale? No.
Well, but it's in sport, I'm thinking.
In sport, try this. No.
I think Walmart must be. Is a Buttermart, Domart, Baymart? No, T-Mart.
Marts.
Teas.
Horse, I'm sort of thinking Olympic-y things, not go. I'm thinking bale and, where is it?
Shuttlecock.
Now it's 3 strikes and you're out. You've got a minute left.
Right. I mean, it's not food, is it? Just Coke, dough butter, cocoa.
Lager.
That's TP. That's
We're going to have to go for something. We're going to,
Dough.
tips.
do you want gin in there?
Gin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lager.
2 more goes.
Tea.
What?
Gin.
And what?
Tea.
1 more go.
Tea.
Cocoa.
Cocoa. Lager and gin.
With your last attempt, you've solved the wall. Very well done. That is 4 points immediately for the groups. What about the connections? Fairy, puck, imp, sprite.
They are all
Different
kinds
words
of mysterious creatures.
Supernatural creatures.
Healthy type thing.
Next group, bale, shuttlecock, horse, hammer.
Sport.
Sporting equipment.
Sporting equipment.
goods. And what about the pink group, starting with the letter T? What's that?
They all sound like drinks.
That's it. They are homophones for drinks.
Cocoa lager.
Tea, gin, cocoa, lager. And the last blue group, starting with dough.
Well, you could have ball on the end of them all. A
Dough ball, butterball, pea ball, wall ball. That's, I think, where you fall down. I've never heard you called such a thing. No. You're right, it's about what you can put after those words, and it would be nut. Nevertheless, that is 4 points for the groups you found and 3 points for the connections. A good wall. You were doing good methodical work there, Rita, with the...
I was deputed to do that, you see. I was the one that sorted things out and eliminated things.
That's what people normally fall down, never doing the groups methodically. Good mathematical work from you. So it's a total of 7 points. Let's have a look at the scores going into the final round. The Waterbabies have 14 points, the Tillers have 18. Teams, we're going to play round 4, the missing vowels round. We've taken the vowels out of well-known... No, please. I can't. I know you're laughing at me. I've got a chicken on my head.
I think you'll find it's a turkey. Really?
No, don't fall into the trap of thinking it's anything. In round 4, we take the vowels out of well-known names, phrases and sayings. We squidge up the consonants, and I want to know what are those disguised clues. Fingers on buzzers, teams. The first group are all actors with 3 names. Tillers.
Kristen Scott Thomas.
Correct. Tillers.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Correct. Tillers.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Correct. Tillers.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
What a round. Next category, things parents tell children not to do. Tillers.
Run with the scissors.
Correct.
Thank you, too.
Tillers.
Talk with your mouth full.
Yes. Waterbabies.
I've no idea, but I wanted to interrupt their rhythm.
I'm afraid that's not the right
I just wanted
answer.
to derail them, just for a second, and I'm taking the hit for the team.
Tillers, do you know?
Eat before swimming.
Eat before swimming is the right answer. Next clue. Waterbabies.
Play with your food.
Play with your food. Next category, instructions on posted items. Tillers.
Handle with care.
Correct. Tillers.
Private and confidential.
Thank God that's done. Well done.
The answer is private and confidential. Well, after an impressive round 4, the winners finishing on an amazing 27 points. It's the Tillers. And the noble runners-up with 14 points. It's the Waterbabies. Very well done. Well, that was an excellent contest. Everyone was brilliant. Thank you all very much for coming along and giving your time. I hope you feel it was a less traumatic way to raise money than entering a jungle and eating kangaroo anus. But I suppose you'll be able to compare when you go into the green room. Thank you very much for watching. Please do make a donation to Comic Relief if you possibly can. Goodbye.